Ever find yourself in a full-blown fight that started over something tiny, like the dishes in the sink? You make a comment, they get defensive, your chest tightens, their face goes blank, and suddenly you're in a screaming match about everything in the relationship except the dishes. Maybe one of you walks out, the other is crying, and you're both thinking, how did this happen again? There's one trick I teach all my clients that can change the game, and it's not clever communication scripts or about being the bigger person. It's something even simpler and way more powerful. It's called the pause, and it might be the most underrated relationship skill you've never been taught. When you fight, your nervous system gets activated like it's responding to a threat. Your heart rate spikes, your brain goes offline, and now you're not responding to your partner anymore. You're reacting to every past fight, every childhood wound, every time you were left or heard or unimportant or unsafe, all at your partner in that moment. I've worked with hundreds of couples and I see this over and over, and of course I've experienced my fair share of it myself. One of us says something seemingly small like, oh, you left the light on again, and within minutes we're shouting at each other, totally disconnected, saying things we don't mean. These fights become an echo chamber of pain and defensiveness. Most couples love each other, but they have no idea how to interrupt this cycle, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. This tool can literally transform your relationship. The pause is exactly what it sounds like, a moment of stillness inserted before you react. It's that split second where you don't defend yourself, you don't fire back, you don't storm out, at least not yet. Instead, you breathe, you notice, you feel what's happening in your body. And here's why it works. When we get triggered, our nervous system flips into fight, flight, or freeze without our permission. We're literally flooded, and in that state, we are not capable of thoughtful, connected responses. The pause gives your body time to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part that calms you down, regulates your breathing, and brings your brain back online. That's why the pause isn't about avoiding, it's about resetting your nervous system. And I want to be clear, a pause or a timeout isn't about punishing your partner. It's about protecting the relationship from what you might say or do when you're dysregulated. A good timeout is you stepping into your wisest self to protect your partner from your most reactive self. You don't take one because your partner is being awful. You take one because you don't like who you're about to become. What your pause might look like is taking a deep breath before speaking, putting your hands on your chest to self-soothe, letting your partner know, I need a moment before I respond, or even silently recognizing I'm activated. I need to slow this down. This tool isn't just for romantic partners. It works with your boss, your parents, your kids, your best friend, anyone. Here's why the pause is so powerful. When you pause, it doesn't just help you, it helps your partner regulate too. This is called co-regulation. The calming of your nervous system creates a safe space for their nervous system to settle. You go from me versus you to we're both activated right now. Let's slow this down and come back to each other. You interrupt the protest, withdrawal, blame cycle and start practicing secure functioning. Because that's what this is. Every pause is a micro act of secure attachment. You're not avoiding the hard stuff. You're showing up in a way that protects your connection. So here's what to say during a pause. A few scripts that you can try. First, I care about this conversation and I want to stay connected, but I'm feeling overwhelmed. Let's take a short break and come back to it. Or, I'm noticing I'm getting defensive. I want to stay in this with you, but I need a minute to regroup. I don't like how I'm about to respond and I want to pause before I say something that might be hurtful. These are not excuses, they're boundaries and they're powerful. You can also name what's happening in your body. My chest feels so tight right now. I feel my heart racing. I want to be calm, but I'm not there right now. That kind of emotional honesty disarms the moment and it builds trust with the other person. So here's how to use this in real life. Here's how to put the pause into practice in a way that actually builds connection. Recognize the moment you're flooded. Your body will tell you. You might notice your jaw being tight, your thoughts are racing, or your breath is shallow. Say you need the pause, and then also commit to returning. A good timeout isn't, I'm out of here. It's, I need 30 minutes and I'll come back. Leave if needed or go in the other room. No further discussion. Don't stand in the doorway explaining your side. Just go and let things settle. Now regulate yourself. Breathe, walk, take a shower, get some exercise, eat a meal. One of the most important parts of the pause is that you regulate yourself while you're taking your break. Then reconnect first and then resolve the issue. Don't try to come back and fix it immediately. Come back to each other gently. You can talk about the issue later after you've reconnected. And if you find yourself needing timeouts all the time, that's not a failure. It's a sign that something deeper in your relationship needs attention. Whether it's resentment, communication breakdowns, or trauma patterns, it's worth working on. You don't have to keep spinning in your relationship. If you want help practicing this, I made something for you. It's a free pause practice guide, and you can download it below. It's a simple tool with grounding techniques, nervous system cues, and scripts you can actually use in the heat of the moment. If this landed for you, hit that subscribe button. I post weekly videos to help you build secure, connected relationships that actually feel good. And tell me in the comments, have you ever tried pausing before responding? Or are you realizing right now how badly you need to? And hey, if you want to go deeper into this work, check out the Awakening Relationships community, my membership community, where we practice secure relating, nervous system regulation, and the kind of communication that brings you closer, not far apart. So remember, pause, regulate, reconnect, repair. You got this. See you soon.